All right, welcome back, YouTube. We're going to take it off the rails a little here. As you probably saw in the title of this video, I'm going to make some Paska bread. I'm baking bread. Come bake bread with Mark. I never baked anything before in my life. And so if you want good bread, probably look elsewhere. But anyhow, yeah, let's try it out. I printed out a recipe. I think I can follow it. I got all my stuff. All right, let me check it out. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, here's my sample from Shop and Save. This is what it's supposed to look like in the end. Okay. Let's see. Here's my ingredients. Let's start with this. We got milk. Says I got to warm it. I got let's see. We got 1 cup of milk. We got 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. We got sugar, 1/2 cup. Butter, melted, which I'm learning you can't melt butter in the microwave. It just makes a mess. I don't know how the heck you melt. I guess on the stove. Melted butter, 2 eggs. Not sure if you just crunch these up in the thing or maybe you're supposed to take them shells off. We'll find out. 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 4 cups of flour. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 1 cup of raisins. Things look gross. No wonder nobody eats raisins anymore. Anyhow, okay, and then there's like a glaze, I guess. So it gets like this granulated sugar, which we kind of made out of some Chinese candy, water, and 1 egg. And then it says a greased pan. We don't have any grease, but Anne's been saving bacon grease. So I'm sure it'll work good enough, right? So, okay, those are my ingredients. There's my recipe from the internet. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so it says warm the milk to 110 degrees, 30 seconds in the microwave. So let's do that. Okay, so this is going to be my mixing bowl. Here's the warmed milk. Warm it between 100 and 110 degrees. I don't think it's that hot, but it's warm. Cup's warm. Pour it into a mixing bowl. Okay. First task complete. Next, we sprinkle the yeast over the top and let it sit for 5 and 10 minutes. Okay. Here's the yeast. Little packet. Came in just the right amount packets. Sprinkle it across the top and let it sit. Okay. You guys see that? Oh yeah. Pretty decent camera angle, right? Not bad. Okay, so it says let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes. So let's let it sit and I'll check back. Okay, I ran into my first inconsistency. It's been 10 minutes. It says leave it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until foamy. It doesn't look foamy to me at all, but it sat for 10 minutes. So let's move on to the next thing, which is add the sugar, butter, eggs, and vanilla extract and stir it. Add the sugar, butter, and I just went ahead and took them shells off anyhow. Probably be hard to mix them in here. Okay, and the vanilla extract. Okay. So here's a 1 teaspoon. Oop. And here's a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, that's probably good. All right, 1 1/2 teaspoons of that. And stir it in. I'm not sure if I should use a wooden spoon. It says to mix it with a wooden spoon when I start putting in the flour and salt, stir with a wooden spoon. Doesn't say what to stir this with, but it's a metal pan, so I'm just going to use, like, I don't know, this, because it looks like I could stir good with this. Break up these eggs. Stir with, mix all this up. Sorry, I hope you're not getting a bunch of noise from my microphone shaking. Stir that up. Okay, let's see. Stir to combine. So it just says stir to combine. Well, I think they're pretty combined. All right. Well, now I use a wooden spoon. I feel like I should have just used a wooden spoon from the get-go. I just dirtied something else. Okay. So now it says add the flour and the salt and stir with a wooden spoon. Well, the salt is just this, so sprinkle that in. The flour is this. So I think I'm gonna try to put it in a little bit at a time, because I feel like I'm just gonna make a huge mess if I. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Add the flour and salt and stir with a wooden spoon until a shaggy dough forms. What the heck is a shaggy dough? I mean, I guess it looks like a dough, right? Wooden spoon until. Add the golden raisins. Knead it by hand until a smooth ball is formed. All right. Well, I made an executive decision here with these raisins. I decided that chocolate chips are way better than raisins. So let's go that way. And I don't know, you knead it by hand at this point. Okay, wash my hands, put more flour down, more on top. See, now it's not sticking to my hands. That's much better. Hopefully the chocolate chips don't cause any issues. Let's see. Shiny ball of dough is formed. You can also knead it by hand. Place the dough in a greased bowl and cover with plastic wrap. Okay, let me grease the bowl. The bowl I'm going to use right here. Yeah, it's got a little tinge of bacon smell to it, so that could be good. Place it in a greased bowl and cover it with plastic wrap. Okay, well, it's not shiny because of the flour. Maybe that means I didn't mix it enough. Okay. I definitely smell the bacon. Okay, we're going to just cover that and leave it for a while. So let me let that sit, and I'll check back with you. Okay, I just want to show you that it's covered in plastic wrap. So we're going to leave it covered in plastic wrap until it's doubled in size. 1 to 2 hours. Wow, 1 to 2 hours. Okay. Warm, draft-free spot. All right, I'll see you guys in 1 to 2 hours. All right, YouTube, here we are, 2 hours later, And I don't know, it looks a little bit bigger. It's supposed to go double in size in 1 to 2 hours. This is 2 hours. It is definitely not doubled in size. So it says punch dough down and remove from the bowl to a clean worker. Remove 1/4 of the dough, set aside. And then, so I'm just going to move on. What am I supposed to do? I waited 2 hours. Am I supposed to wait a week? So I don't know if I put it in this one. And then take the remaining and divide it into 3 pieces. All right, well, so now we got to braid those. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's braid something. Huh? My definition of a braid anyhow. So, chop it in half. And there, your little chocolate morsel. Do this. And this. I don't know, that looks kind of funky to me. But, hey. Okay, you guys see that? All right, I'll check back in an hour. All right, here we are an hour later. I still don't feel like my bread has risen. However, it's as big as the loaf I bought, well, the Ann bought. So, I don't know. I mean, it still looks the same size to me, but it's an hour later. So they're saying whisk up an egg in some water. It's whisked pretty good. I don't have a brush. Brush it on. I'm just going to do like this, I guess. Oops. Oop. 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 Yeah, I can see how a brush would make this a lot better. Have like a little scrambled egg at the bottom of the pan when we're done. That's all. Bread and breakfast all in one. I mean, this is kind of weird. That seems like a lot of egg anyhow. I don't know. All right, we got some sugar chunks. Sprinkle those on. I like sugar. Get plenty of them. Okay. So it says to bake it in the oven, 400 degrees for 15 minutes and then 350 for another 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to bake it. I got the oven preheating. I'm going to bake it, and when it's done, I'll show you what we got. Okay, here's the reveal. Look at that. Actually looks pretty good. Huh? Check it out. It looks like bread, kind of. Let's see. Wow, it smells really good. Where's the oven? Huh. Okay, I got to put it on a wire rack. I mean, that's all I got. Wire, and it's a rack, right? So, wow, it smells good. It looks like bread. Smells like bread. It's gonna be hot. Oh! Let me see if I can A little crispy on the bottom looking here, though, huh? Maybe that's all that egg. I mean, I feel like I should be able to pick it up. Ooh, it's hot. It's heavy. Why is it so heavy? Because it didn't. Wow. All right. Well, there you have it. Didn't stick to any of the pan or anything. There you have it, YouTube. We got Paska bread. It is Paska Easter bread with chocolate chips. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. So, we'll find out tomorrow's Easter. We'll find out if it tastes good. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know in the comments. We'll put this video out. Tomorrow, we'll try it and see if it's any good. If it's good, then maybe somebody can use this video actually to make their own. Or you can look at this video and learn what not to do. Take it however you want. Thanks for watching.